Welcome, I'm TW. 3 reasons why atheists does not believe in God. Number one is this. Majority have a religious concept of who God is. Many think that God is like a human being, filled with human characteristic, with human animalistic behavior, and filled with human emotions, love, hate, jealousy, revengeful, resentful, etc. More or less, that's the belief. That's their concept of who God is. God is like the current in the electricity. Use it the right way and understand what it is. You can gain the benefit of it. But use it in the wrong way, you can use it to electrocute yourself and bring disaster and suffering upon you and your family and people around you. God is not to blame for human ignorance about who God is and what God is. It is your responsibility to conduct the affairs of your own mind in a constructive way. A lot of people are traumatized by religious dogma and have not put in serious work into finding out who or what God is. If you are interested in the truth, then you will find the truth. External knowledge can only point you in the direction of where God is. Look, if you are interested in the truth, you will find the truth. External knowledge can only point you to God. First, you got to make the effort to get deep within yourself. The second reason why atheists does not believe in God is this. The second reason, majority does not know themselves. Majority does not know themselves. Know yourself. And to know yourself, you got to go deep within yourself, within your mental affair. Once you go deep within yourself, you will notice that there's something happening within you. There's some kind of production happening within you. Let me explain what I mean. You can see the creative process that's happening within you, from a thought to ideas and things coming out to existent on the external. When you go inside, you can see this and you will realize that these things are kind of separate from you, and you are the one who is looking. The real part of you is the one who is observing the thinking process within you. Things from the thought to the thinking process to the ideas to the decision, and everything is like a conveyor belt moving through your mind, bringing things out into existence. In this process, the real part of you is the part that's looking at what's happening within you. It's in this active process you recognize who and what you really are. You are not the thought. You are not the idea. You're not the decision. You're not the action. You're not what comes out into existence. You're separate. And this is you knowing exactly who you are. You are the part that's overseeing everything. And that's not a physical thing. That's a spiritual thing. And when you recognize this process, when you can see all this happening and you recognize that you are the one who is looking at all this, then you realize who you are. That's when you know yourself. And in knowing yourself, this will open the door for you to knowing what's exactly like you in the rest of the universe. Because you're going to be recognizing that it's the same force, the same power that's flowing through you is flowing through everything else. It is from this point you recognize what you really are. You are only the part that's seeing, the part that observing, the part that's watching the movement within the mind. This is the real part of you. This is what you are. From this space within you, you recognize the underlying force, energy, and power, the foundation of all that exists. You sense and recognize the same flow of all that exists. The same flow is flowing through you. This is the gateway to the formless, to the unseen, to eternity, to the creator of all that exists. This is you recognizing yourself. This is knowing thyself. Know thyself. This is you knowing exactly who you are. And knowing exactly who you are, then you can recognize who God is. The third reason why atheists does not believe in God, they don't know who God is. Majority do not know who God is. It's difficult to believe in something you do not know. To know God, first you must know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, it's not possible to know God deep within you. It's from knowing yourself you can know God and see God. You right now are living in God, but if you don't know who God is, how can you know that? If you don't know yourself, you will not recognize this. Knowing yourself is the gateway to knowing who the most powerful force in the universe is, who God is. But first, you must know yourself. Then you will see God, the power, the energy, the creator of all, right around you. You're taking a breath every day. There's life within that breath. There's life within the air you're breathing. There's life within the water you're drinking. There's life within the food you're eating. There's life all around you. But if you do not go inside yourself and recognize yourself, then it's impossible for you to recognize who God is. Those are the three major reasons why a lot of people don't believe in God. Because they think God is like human. They think God is filled with human emotion. Remember, to bring some clarity and some awareness into your creative space, 10 to 12 deep breaths can get you started. Thanks for dropping by. Comment below, like, subscribe. Blessing always. Peace out.